Channel 4 News, home of forewarned weather, rated Middle Tennessee's most accurate forecast.
Okay, as we told you at the top of this newscast, severe weather heading our way. In fact, Paul, we're already under a tornado watch.
Right. The Storm Prediction Center issues those hours ahead of when the storms are anticipated to arrive, just to kind of give you a little bit of time to get ready for what's coming. And we're still under that tornado watch until 9 p.m. I think we'll probably have another one issued after that, because I don't think the severe weather threat will be done by that point. At the moment, we don't have any severe thunderstorms. We just have some showers that are intensifying a little bit as they're moving up through Humphreys County, eastern Houston County, not over Dixon County right now. This is on a path that's going to carry it in the general direction of Metro Nashville, and there's a little bit more lining up in West Tennessee. That was actually associated with a tornado warning a little earlier, but no confirmed reports of a tornado touchdown there. The atmosphere isn't quite ready to go for severe weather around here just yet, but it looks like it will be. Again, this activity moving off to the northeast, that's going to be the direction of movement of all of the individual storms as we head through the evening. The whole line of storms that's getting its act together out to our west is going to be moving from west to east. So you see all these warnings in the boxes that are associated with that, either severe thunderstorm warnings or tornado warnings. And look farther up to the northwest around St. Louis, already dealing with a changeover from rain to freezing rain and sleet mixed together. That's on its way for us as well. For the moment, things are fairly calm around Metro Nashville. It's been really breezy throughout the day. That strong wind out of the south has really been warming us up. It's in the upper 60s right now, 68 degrees in Nashville. And yes, that is warm enough for the atmosphere to be unstable. It's also humid enough for the atmosphere to be unstable as well. It's 70 in Clarksville, 71 degrees in Hopkinsville. You can see the leading edge of that cold air getting closer and closer to us, though, and it's going to be marching across the mid-state as we head through this evening. Check out where temperatures go in Murray, Kentucky. By 9 o'clock, you're going to be down to the mid-30s. 70 degrees in Nashville at 9 p.m. Watch where that temperature goes as we wind the clock forward to about 2 a.m. down to the low 30s. So that kind of rapid transition releases a ton of energy in the atmosphere, and that's why we're talking about the severe weather potential, followed by freezing rain potential as temperatures continue dropping down to the mid to upper 20s by early tomorrow morning. Here's how Futurecast simulates what the radar is going to look like as we head through the evening. Kind of hit and miss activity ahead of the main line that's still just getting its act together, but I think it's going to be pretty well established and moving into northwestern Middle Tennessee by around 7 or 8 o'clock. Sometimes these forecast models jump the gun a little bit. Maybe they're an hour or so too fast. Sometimes they're an hour or two too slow. But that main line looks like it's going to move into Metro Nashville around 9 or 10 o'clock. Once we get past about 11 o'clock, maybe midnight, as this moves farther to the east, the environment in eastern Middle Tennessee isn't going to be as favorable for severe weather. So our severe weather threat should diminish after midnight. But as these storms move through, they're going to produce a damaging wind threat and the potential for tornadoes as well. It's an enhanced risk of severe weather from Nashville to the west and southwest. That's level 3 out of 5. So that means the Storm Prediction Center really means business about this. The rest of the mid-state, for the most part, included in that slight risk of severe weather. Hail, not the primary concern. They estimate a 5% chance of seeing large hail, more than 1 inch of diameter, within 25 miles of any one spot in this area. So that's not a real high risk. In terms of the tornado threat, it's going to be highest within that enhanced risk area. See 5%, you say that's not a real high number, but you want to see this number around 0, and it's certainly not. So we're going to be watching all these storms for signs of rotation. The damaging wind threat is going to be the primary concern. Wind gusts over 60 miles an hour can do just as much damage as a weak tornado. And then we have to worry about the transition from rain that'll continue moving off to the east with localized flooding possible, and then freezing rain on the back edge of the precipitation as the cold air catches up. This is going to be lighter. It's not going to amount to an inch of ice. It's going to bring down power lines, but it could accumulate to about 1/10 of an inch, maybe 1/4 inch of ice on power lines, on maybe bridges and overpasses, on any elevated surface that's off the ground. Surface roads should just be wet into early tomorrow morning, and everything comes to an end by about midday tomorrow. Asking the computer to add up how much ice, and it's estimating for the most part less than 1/4 inch of ice. But a few spots it says more than 1/4 inch could add up. But keep in mind, the ground is going to be warm, it's going to be wet. So I think the computers are overestimating that a little bit. To be on the safe side, the National Weather Service has issued a winter weather advisory that goes until 6 a.m. for most of the mid-state, goes until noon for eastern Middle Tennessee, just because it's going to take a little longer for things to wind down there. It's going to be cold and breezy all day tomorrow. Temperatures will just hover around 30 degrees. Hard to believe considering we're going to be around 70 this evening. And then just cold on Monday. Not as breezy Monday. And we start moderating our temperatures a little bit as we head through most of next week, closer to a normal weather pattern as we head towards Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, which will bring us a chance of rain showers, the way things look right now. So we'll keep an eye on that for you as well. And I'll be here throughout the evening monitoring the severe weather situation.
All right, a lot to talk about.